After months and months of a disastrous promotional tour, The Acolyte has finally been released on Disney+. And if it's possible, as bad as Star Wars fans thought this thing would be, it's even worse. This show that's created by Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, who said that this show would reflect her own queer identity and experiences. And the lead actress, Amandla Stenberg, who is a self-described gay, black, non-binary radical feminist. Everybody knew that this was in all likelihood going to be another woke disaster for Lucasfilm, but I think we may have been underestimating it. And as it gets completely and totally annihilated by fans, is now officially the lowest rated project in the history of Star Wars. Not just Disney Star Wars in general. The lowest rated on Rotten Tomatoes. It's down in the low 30s at this point from the fans. We're starting to learn a little bit more about Amandla Stenberg, things that some people may not have known before. This clip has gone absolutely viral in the past 24 hours, with some people not exactly knowing where it's coming from or when this was, but we'll get to it, don't worry. This is star Amandla Stenberg.
When people watch The Hate U Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal.
White people crying was the goal. Now, make no mistake, this is not the first time that Lucasfilm has hired somebody that absolutely despises white people. It actually seems to be a pretty big habit for them, which we'll go over later. But a lot of people assume that maybe this clip was in promotion for The Acolyte itself. Well, Trevor Noah's not on The Daily Show anymore. That should give people some indication that that wasn't the case. But we do know what this is from. He even said, in The Hate U Give, what are you looking for people to get out of it? The Hate U Give is a movie that was made in 2018. I think the interview is in 2018, 2019. Some people thankfully did point that out. This is a great thing to show the type of people that Lucasfilm hires. But we should be accurate with reporting that, yes, this is from several years ago. The same thing with Charmina Obaid-Chinoy, the director for the Rey movie, that says, I'm an activist. I put activism in everything. I hate men. I want men to feel uncomfortable in all of my movies. That wasn't in promotion for Star Wars, but it's a reflection on who she is and what she's going to do in that movie. Much the same way, it's important to note that this was in promotion for a different movie, but this is the mindset for a person like this. And ironically enough, a couple months ago, Lauren Chen actually did a video for Blaze talking about a different interview that Amandla Stenberg did, where she talked a lot about white people and white supremacy as well. Here's just a little clip from that on the Kiki Palmer podcast or something.
As a white institution, you know, I think
she says Hollywood is a white institution. I'll start it from the beginning.
I was not fully cognizant of Hollywood as a white institution. You know, I think it took me into, I mean, I was aware in terms of the direct experiences I had, you know, being a little brown girl and only getting particular kinds of role submissions, or, you know, experiencing racism in different ways or whatever. But I think it wasn't until I was older and I could really understand things infrastructurally that I got, oh, right, Hollywood is a white institution. And that means that representations within Hollywood are going to be extensions of white supremacy.
A new star.
Extensions of white supremacy. Again, shout out to Lauren Chen. She made this video like 2 or 3 months ago, and this really poked my brain when I saw this clip reminder of what she had said just a few months prior. That yes, all the Hollywood representations are rooted in white supremacy. What an absolutely insane individual. But like we said, she's talking about, oh, the roles I get and things like this. This role specifically, you want to act like it's an accident that Star Wars ends up casting people like Amandla Stenberg, whose goal is to make white people cry with her movie about police brutality against black criminals? Well, it's not an accident. In fact, it's very, very specific because, if you remember, The Acolyte was developed with Amandla Stenberg in mind. There was no need to audition. There was no casting process. It was developed for her by Leslie Headland, the activist lesbian who is Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. The Acolyte actress Amandla Stenberg claims entire series was developed with her in mind over 4 years ago. Appears to show Disney quotas in action. And this came from this IGN interview. The interview was Magazine C, but this is the article that kind of went viral. Amandla Stenberg reveals how Star Wars The Acolyte was developed with her in mind. Stenberg revealed how Headland pitched the concept of the series to her. All the artwork was conceptualized with my face, and Leslie was like, I've been working on this for about 3 or 4 years for you. I don't know what I'm going to do if you don't do it. No pressure. This is not simply the best person for the job, and it just happened to be a black, gay, non-binary, intersectional, radical feminist who hates white people. No. This role was for her the entire time. And this goes in line with so many other Lucasfilm hires. Remember Christina Ariel, the one who had a lengthy history of anti-white tweets, who was the host for the High Republic show? That blew up. And what do you know? Star Wars defended those tweets by her, hating white men. Same thing for Justina Ireland, a High Republic author. Man, a lot of things involved with the High Republic seem to involve black women who hate white men. Weird how that works, isn't it? Nevertheless, this is just another shit show, another PR disaster for Lucasfilm on top of so many others. Amandla Stenberg, star of The Acolyte, you know, she loves making white people cry. That's her goal when she goes out and makes a movie. Well, now she's in Star Wars. Pretty much everybody's crying or laughing at the bullshit they're putting out, regardless of whether they're white, black, Asian, Hispanic. Doesn't really matter at this point because nearly everyone hates The Acolyte. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.